everybody, welcome back. It's Tammy and welcome to PlumFiggy. Alright, so we have some more fall journals. These are the last two, and if I do another one, it's going to be a completely different thinking way style. So these are the last two for this year of this similar type of insides, but these are different from the rest that I've done this year so far. So let me walk you through what I've done. Okay, so obviously, as you can see, both of them have the same cover, the same design on the cover, the same type of closure, and then these also have some fun little bookmarks. So what makes these different? Well, these are Traveler's Notebook style. I have not done any of these that I've sold on my site yet, anything like that. So this one's kind of a new one for me, I guess. A little different departure as far as me selling them, but I've made my own Traveler's Notebooks. Oh my gosh, there's lots of fuzzies everywhere. I've made my own Traveler's Notebooks and use those a lot. So it's not a new thing for me. It's just I haven't sold them yet. So these are different on the inside, even though they are basically the exact same on the outside. And so one way that I can tell that these are different is this one has an overhand knot in the velvet cord, and then this one is a different kind of knot. Also, this stone is a brown stone, and then this one's green. The little coin, wooden coin, this one's just a tiny bit smaller than this one. And then obviously you can see here I tied it off with cream colored fabric, and then this one is tied off with like a denim blue fabric. So those are kind of the differences there. Otherwise, really, it's pretty much the same on both of them, front and back. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with this one first. Okay, so it's got a hitch post closure, and then this is a velvet piece of ribbon trim in like a brown color. Okay, so opening it up, we've got the inside has a really pretty, these are both the same as far as that goes. I'm looking for a piece of paper or something. Why don't I have anything when I need it? Okay, so a little tuck spot here, pocket, and then I've taken the signatures that I had put together and turned them into kind of like a Traveler's Notebook style by adding a piece of craft cardstock as the cover for each, and then the cover of each of them also has a label sticker on the front. So as you can see, these are Traveler's Notebook style. There are two strings in each one, and then I've added a third which wraps around here. Let me just pull this out. It wraps around. If you know Traveler's Notebooks, you'll know how this works. Oh, gotta get my, oh my goodness, I'm all disheveled. Okay, get the bookmark out of there. Okay, so how that works is, as you can see, it wraps around the inside of each of these, and that holds these two together. And then when you have this first one connected in your first string or wherever you want it, you could do it on this third one too. You could add more stuff to each of these. If you wanted to add another, like say a pocket in here, or a folder or whatever, you can do all kinds of fun stuff. So if you're new to Traveler's Notebooks, that's kind of the thinking. But there's two strings attached. I'm not going to pull this one out, but in both in each of these. So that's kind of how it works. And then I guess since I have it all pulled apart, I will show you how I did the bookmark. The bookmark is really not attached in any way. I just This is some Sari silk ribbon. It's really soft and really awesome. It's kind of like a peach color with hints of blue and cream. So I just pulled it through one of the holes, one of the eyelets in the top here, and one end of it is going down one place, and the other one's going down the other. There's nothing fancy about it in any way, shape, or form. So that's how those work. If you don't like it, you can easily take it out. That's what I love about these covers. They can be used all year round. You could use them for anything, and just pull your traveler's notebooks out, and if you make your own notebooks, these would be easily recreated. They're not a traveler's notebook size. Honestly, I didn't plan for these to be traveler's notebooks in any way, shape, or form until I was putting them together. So I didn't look at any sizing, standard sizes for traveler's notebooks at all. But I'll see if I can look some of that up and see if they match up to any certain size. I would say probably A5, if I was just to guess off the top of my head. So, okay, so let me start over. So we've got the craft cardstock, some coffee dyed paper that I have printed off with my laser printer. So this is waterproof. You can use water-based media on this and it won't run the ink or anything. Some vintage wallpaper, and then I've got trims and ribbon throughout. On the back side of the wallpaper, I pasted some coffee dyed papers, and then this I did some typing on my vintage typewriter, and so then this is just a nice little quote about fall, and some book page, and then some washi tape. Again, this is printed with my laser printer, and it looks like maybe this wallpaper got wet and kind of made a transfer. So if you'd like me to cover that, I can. Otherwise, it kind of adds to the vintage feel. So scrapbook papers throughout. Here's some vintage fabric that I made into a little tab. Another copyright-free image that I printed off, and I turned this into kind of a tuck spot, so this just flips up. And then on the back side of all of these, I have coffee dyed paper, and then I sewed around the perimeter of all of those. So there's another tag, and then I don't know how well you can read this. It's gonna not focus. Focus. Here we go. It's pretty faint, but let me try and read it. It says, "Stop now, enjoy the moment. It's now or never." Maxine Legacy? It's dark in here, sorry. It's a little faint. And then this says, "Happy Harvest." This is some cut aparts from one of the scrapbook paper pads that I used. Book page from a book about gardening, and coffee dyed scrapbook paper. This is from a different pad, and it's a lighter weight than the other one was. Here's another one of the printed images with some coffee dyed paper on the back side. And that's just clipped on here to some coffee dyed lined just paper. So yeah, lots of really pretty fall images. Here is some eco-dyed, I guess. I used Distress Oxide stains and did some and calligraphy inks and all that kind of good stuff. And there's a little bit of metallic ink in here as well, so there you can kind of see the shimmer and the shine. And then obviously some leaves that I collected in my backyard. So really, really cool transfers there. Some more fall images. So I'll try and more quickly go through. Just lots of little tuck spots, and I made little spots to hold those back with. So that one says happiness. Really cute washi tape. So I'm not going to show you the backs of all of these, but they either have this color or a beige color with leaves on it. Pretty dusty roses. Pumpkin. This one did not print as well. I'm going to kind of show you a closer up. It's not bad. It's just not as sharp and clear as I wished it was. So if that bothers you, you can easily cover this up. And actually, if you don't want to use this as a fall journal, you could easily remove all these journaling cards, and I would say the stuff that's like this, that's more fall looking, if you don't like that, you can cover that up and turn this into any kind of journal that you want it to be. You know, this would be your journal, so you can do whatever you want with it. So here we have signature number 2. This folds out, and then I've got like a little pocket here, and it says Grateful Heart. It's another one of those eco-printed pages with some more of the metallic. Do you see the blue here? So pretty. This is copyright-free art by Arthur Rackham. Really, really great artist. Lots of woodland, nature type art. I think there's another one of his in, can't remember if it was in this one or if it was in the other one, but I feel like there was one more. Some more vintage wallpaper, and then we've got a little pumpkin journaling tag. This is from the inside of an old book. It's not a Reader's Digest. I don't remember what kind of book it was, but the color of it was perfect, and I thought I would use that. Here we have another little pocket there. It's from a book about drying flowers. Another little spot that kind of opens up, and that's what the other side of these types of cards looks like. Some mums here, and then the backed with coffee dyed paper again. So I'll just go a little more quickly now. Oh, I love this one. It's pretty little mushroom, and then I did coffee dye this one, so the back side is kind of vintagey. Well, the whole thing looks vintage. So the back side of the wallpaper again, and then I did cover up some of it with some coffee dyed paper, and we've got a little fabric tab up there. I love this trim here. It's maybe my favorite trim ever of all time. Maybe. Another one of those printed images. Oh, look at that leaf. I have to show you closer. So cool. So cool. Okay. Another mountainside image. Coffee dyed paper on the back. And we have signature number 3, or Traveler's Notebook number 3. Some more of that printed paper. I'll show you the quality there. It's pretty good. Not perfect, but it's pretty good. Here's another little pocket. And we have some brown trim here. So you can see the theme. This is another printed page. Here we have a belly band. It's a wide belly band. So a great place to put a little note, or if you have a journaling, just some journaling that you did. Here is another one of those images, and then it was a little bit long, so I folded it and I just pasted it onto this book page from Edith Holden. And so it's easily, it's another little journaling spot, just done in a different way. So, some more flowers here. Oh, I love this one. This one's the little bee. on some really pretty paper, and then he flips up, and then there's some more writing space there. And of course I loved him, so I had to put little hearts on his little thing. Or maybe it's, or I guess it would be a he, wouldn't it? It's not a she. Some more mushrooms there. Here's another one of those printed images, and backed with some craft cardstock. Not cardstock. This is packing paper, actually, so it's a little bit thinner, like copyweight paper. This is actually glued down, and I think this one I did turn into a little tuck spot, so you could add something there if you wanted to. And then I just have it tacked here with this paper clip in the corner. And then the back side of that painting, some ruffles with some fabric scraps. Oh, here's another little saying, quote. I'll let you can pause if you want to read that. And then tucked in there we have a couple of images. This one's backed with some craft paper, and then this one's backed with some coffee dyed tracing paper. I like that page. That might be my favorite page. And that's it. So on the back side we have another lace pocket, and there we have this first one. So then this just flips over. Oops, I've turned it around. Flips over and holds it together there. All right. So journal number 2. This is the one that has the different kind of knot. And then here is the little charms. This one is kind of a green, and then there's this little wooden, it's like a coin. All right. So inside, same deal here. We've got a pocket on the front and the back, like so. I will show you on this one, I did misalign this just slightly. So, and then these do have a different color than the other one. This one has black, whatever those are, and this one's kind of like a coppery brown. So. Okay, so little label in the front. Here's a pocket, and inside we have a little tag. Sweet little butterfly. Another one of the copyright-free images that I have coffee dyed. So that's just on copyweight paper. Another one of the eco-printed papers here with some of the sheen. This is from a book on how to draw trees. Oh, and then hiding down here on the bottom is a little sticker. Why can't I remember who it? Oh, Anna Griffin. It's an Anna Griffin bird sticker. I swear, I lose my memory every time I make a video. I feel like you're all probably like, geez, this girl doesn't know what anything is. I do. I promise I do. I just always forget when the video camera's on. So, okay, so here's another little secret writing spot. And then I did turn this into a little pocket. And then on the inside of that, we have this cute little tag. So if you want to pause, you can do that. And then the back side has some pretty florals. So that just tucks right in there. And then that tucks into the little heart there. On the back side, to hide the staples, I did some washi tape and then another little sticker. So they're very similar to each other, but I would say also equally different from each other. I think that this one might be my favorite page in this journal. So we got a little fabric bunching here, and then in this pocket we have a tag, and it says gather. This one has been coffee dyed, and then it says full hearts, and we've got some washi collaging going on there. Really pretty. This is from a calendar page, so I just covered the writing part of it with some papers, and then on the inside covered the calendar part with some tissue paper. And then we've got a cute little journaling card here. And then on the back side, I just did a little bit of that, and it just says, "My heart is full." Some more fall images. Let me show you better up close so you can see the quality. Again, it didn't print as well as I hoped it would, but unless you're really looking really close at it, you don't notice it. So I'm a perfectionist. I don't know if you can tell. So this is a pretty color. This is from the inside of a book. It's kind of like a mauve color. It's not beige, it's not brown, it's kind of mauve. I don't know if it comes through on the video quite right, but this is kind of awesome. Yeah, I don't know if I could make that happen again. How the inks kind of just all converged at the right places there. Kind of cool. Okay, so we have another little printed off image, and then this one folds up. On the back side, I have some coffee dyed parchment paper or tracing paper. So you can do a little journaling there. Here's another one of those little roses in the burgundy color. And some mushrooms, a little journaling card here. And then the back side, coffee dyed paper. And that's the end of signature number, what was that, number 1? Here's number 2. Love this. Some salvaged lace from a napkin that I had cut up for another journal that we looked at earlier. And here is a leaf, a fall leaf from my backyard from last year, actually. So if you live outside of the country, if you order this and you live outside of the country, we will need to look and see if this needs to be removed or not before I ship it out. So if you happen to live outside of the United States, I don't want to get you in trouble or me with importing anything that shouldn't be imported. So on this page too, we have a little bit of washi going on. And if that is the case, I'll replace this with something else. I'm not gonna just take it out and then not replace it. So this is another one of those copyright-free images. It's kind of made to look like a scrapbooking page, and so I thought it was kind of fall colors and sort of fall flowers, so I put that in there. Here is a fun little, I guess, bookmark, journaling tag, just kind of washi taped together. And then this is a fun little pocket, and I added a little bit more washi there. From a book with a lot of really great photography in it. Here's a really fun pocket. I'll pick this up so you can read that. And then on the edge, there's some burlap trim. Oh, and then the back side, we've got a little washi and then a picture frame sticker. This is from, it's like a pamphlet. I wouldn't say catalog magazine, but basically kind of a pamphlet on how to do lace, how to make lace. It's like from the 70s or 80s, I can't remember, but so vintage. Some vintage wallpaper. Another one of those images, and then I've got this nice little journaling card tucked inside that has been coffee dyed. Another little bunched up piece of fabric. So if you like the fabric tab on that last one, guess what? You get one in this one too. So the other side of that page about lace, another piece of that brown trim. I love that page. It's really pretty. All right, and this is from that book with the really pretty photography. Here is another little tip-up journaling spot, and that tucks down into that little button. It's just got a little sticker of like like a leaf. And this one flips open, and there's more journaling spots there. Another little tuck spot here. And the last little journaling card of this signature. Sorry, one more signature. I don't know why I'm getting so excited about being done. Okay, here's another little spot for what you like about fall. Let's talk about it. And then that tucks into this little circle there with a little leaf on it. That same image from the last one, only kind of in a bigger size. Here's that book on how to draw trees. And then I've covered some of the writing with just other papers and stuff. This page has this awesome crow, and then on the back side this mushroom image, and then obviously it's backed with some craft paper. Some more of this scrapbooking paper. Another one of the gorgeous eco print paper. And on the inside of that, from the book that I have on how to draw dry flowers. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's got shimmer and shine to it too. So some flowers down here. It's kind of like a peachy, pale, dusty pink color. And then I've got some trim here, and that's got like orange on the tip. Here is a piece of the eco dyed paper, and then just a little scrap from an Edith Holden book page, and then I've made that into a little tuck spot here and put this journaling card inside there. The back side is this image. Was that in the front? I think I have the same image in here twice. I sure do. Look at that. You get two of them. And then this page, just a little journaling tag here. Stuck in there with a paper clip. On the back side. And then in the very back page of this signature is another lace pocket. And there is some washi tape down here, and that's just kind of hiding some of the stuff that's on the last page. But tucked in there is this journaling card that I made from some packaging. This is like a washi sticker, and some coffee dyed paper up here to cover some of the writing on the packaging. And then this sticker just says "Choose Joy," and then the back side looks like this, just some scrap pieces of paper. So you have more room for writing. And then finally, on the back page, we have a little fox with his flowers washi tape, a little 21, and then this flip up spot, and then this kind of just holds that in place so it doesn't move around. And then of course on the back we have another little pocket. All right, so like usual, I will have these available for sale in my Etsy shop, and I will provide the link to each of these in the description box below. And that is all for tonight. Like I said, this is the last of the fall journals that I will have for this year that have these inside papers in them. So if you've been wanting one and weren't able to get a hold of one, I'll have these two available, and then I still have one more in what looks like a Reader's Digest book, but is actually a Danish book, but it's in that same size. So I think that's all I'll have left of the fall journals, and then now I'll be moving on to a different project. I may, well, I'm saying that, and then I'm looking at this. So I picked these up from Tuesday Morning a while back, and I have an idea to turn these into a little journal that kind of looks a little bit like this on the inside, if that gives you an idea. So we'll see if that happens. I don't know if I'll have time for that this year or not. It may have to be kind of an ongoing project that I keep working on. But I'd like to do a Halloween journal, maybe. I've still got some from last year. I'm thinking I'll do another quick flip through or just quickly show those and some Christmas books that I have still from last year too that I didn't get posted until really late. Anyway, so I got real busy last year at the end of the year. When you work in retail like I do, I work in e-commerce. This is the time of year where you have all these great expectations and hopes and dreams of getting things done, and then work happens. And you have a lot of late days, a lot of some hours, and you're just tired. And the last thing you really want to do is more work. So that's kind of what happened last year. It may happen again this year, but we'll see. I'm going to try and plan ahead a little bit better this year, so hopefully that won't be such a big issue for me. But anyway, I hope you all have had a wonderful start to your week, and I will be back soon, probably in a couple of days. Maybe a few more days than a couple. I kind of feel like I need to take a quick breather and kind of refresh. I don't know. We'll see. It kind of depends on how excited I am to get started on this, or if I want to just kind of do something totally new. If you're super excited for me to do this, leave a comment. That way I'll know, if I make something with these, then I will definitely do that for you if you are super excited about it. Otherwise, I might move on to something kind of totally different style, at least one. Just kind of refresh the palette a little bit, right? So, all right. So I will see you all again very, very soon. Have a great day. Bye.